I researched it a little bit, and I've actually seen pictures of Mike and Lynn face-to-face on their knees talking shortly before Mike was killed.
Yeah. All right. Well, I agree with you, Epi.
There were no charges, though, as I recall, when he went to jail that implicated him in the death of Mike Spann.
All right. We're out of time for this segment. As always, though, the Grandy and Andy comment line is open. Chances are we'll get back into this a little later, but if you can't wait, give us a call on the comment line, 202-895-2400. You can email us, Grandy and Andy at 630WMAL.com, or you can follow us on Twitter. WMAL News Time, 5:51. Time now for the Rush Limbaugh Morning Update.
Hey, Philip.
I see nobody is interested in putting the Taliban back in Christmas. Wait.
You had one guy who wanted to let him go.
Yeah, first guy. All right, now we're going to.
Do you want to come back to that, by the way?
No, let's go to the congressional pay raise.
I mean, it's 7.
Maybe, yeah. The congressional pay raise, though, is
Oh, we got to do that. Okay. Congressional pay raise.
No, it's not a pay raise.
All right.
You don't understand.
Clearly not.
What do they make now? 160 grand.
Unlivable. How can they function?
What does a member of Congress make?
160, isn't it?
I don't think so.
Yeah, but look at all the perks they get.
What perks?
Trips to the Caribbean, houses.
Now, not every member of Congress. Houses? They don't get any houses.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Charlie Rango was the only one that got a house.
They don't even get a living allowance. What are you talking about?
All right, very good.
That's your problem.
Stop. We're going to talk about this on the air.
All right.
So what do we got?
Would you find out what the salary is, though?
Absolutely.
I think it's
165,000.
I think it's around 165.
You want to do Ford, Chrysler, those guys going down?
By the way, I was elected in '86. Do you know what the salary was then? Just to give you an idea, it was 77 grand. Yeah.
Let's do
more than double.
Let's do Congress gets a raise second. All right. I need a 5-story. Want to do Nickelodeon? You going to cover the inauguration? Slinging Sammy Ball's dead. Batman.
How about talking to your pet?
Talking to your pet.
Oh yeah, that's it. Talking to your pet. That's pretty good.
Well, a few weeks ago,
I agree with that, by the way.
But you can talk to your pet?
Well, I don't have a pet, but I've seen people talk to pets.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, but they think the pet talks back.
Yeah, they think the pet understands.
Oh, I think a pet does understand.
The pet does not understand.
The pet, well, come on. Please, Fred.
See, some in Congress
Fred, I understand you when you make noise.
You know why?
Even though they repealed it.
Because I'm a human being with feelings. That's why.
Despite the fact that poll after poll,
Brian, you need anything?
majority of Americans
I do, but I'm going to get it myself. You know why?
Because you're a man.
Man discovered the wheel.
Manly man.
Science.
And they know
Run.
Fred, 25, please.
630 WMAL.
Good morning, WMAL News Time, 5:59. I'm Andy Parks.
I'm Fred Grandy, coming up on the Grandy and Andy Morning Show. So why is the gay community so mad at Barack Obama? We'll explain at 6:08.
In these tough economic times, is it the right thing to do? I mean, Congress getting a raise? We'll discuss.
Republicans are upset with Virginia Governor Tim Kaine, and a Redskins legend has died. We've got details coming up after ABC News.
Thursday, December 18th, 2008. 3, 2, 1.
At a news conference yesterday in San Francisco, his parents called on President Bush to show mercy for their son.
I think that is very much in keeping with the holiday spirit.
Oh, my God.
And
what does the holiday spirit have to do with it?
Oh, by gosh, by golly, I'm no longer calling myself Ali.
You are a great singer.
Oh, my God.
How long did it take you
How
to
about
think that?
I want a celebration? How about a quick probation? And he was clearly in the wrong place at the wrong time. But I don't think John Walker Lynn is the kind of terrorist that America really has
Fred,
to fear. What do you think? This guy's presiding over some kind of covert network?
You make it sound like he's a victim, for God's sakes.
He's not a victim. I just don't think he needs to necessarily spend 20 years in prison.
I don't think it was enough time. That's right.
Wow.
You know?
Unbelievable.
In Andy's court, you know what would have happened?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Bang.
Yeah, that's right. Shoot him in the head, then we'll talk about probation.
Maybe.
Right?
Maybe.
Parole. Right.
WMAL News Time, 7:19.
Penguins are the largest penguins.
Oh, penguins.
Oh, good.
My story today about penguins.
Yes.
One of Fred Grandy's favorite birds or animals, whatever they're considered. The
That's what I think of penguins, David.
Yalla, yalla. Fred just took off his
I don't know what his beef is. Fred just throwing a shoe at me.
Forget about penguins. How about my feelings?
Right.
All right?
Okay.
I mean, really, what are we worried about penguins for? They're only trying to take over the world. We got more to fear from penguins than we do from John Walker Lynn.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Please.
Think I don't know
Fred,
about
by the
this?
way, was that a sandal you threw it in?
No, it was not a sandal. It was an American shoe made by Americans.
Really?
Mostly men.
Okay.
That's like a
men making shoes for men.
Okay, all right. That's
American men.
All right, Fred, thank you.
Yay!